My name is Trevor Hutton. I'm the Executive Director for Momentum UK Limited, which is a missional agency that fosters missional thinking and practice across the country. This short introduction video introduces you to some of the work and the ministry of Momentum UK. One of the things we really enjoy doing at Momentum is finding ways in which churches can make relationships with people who are outside churches, using venues and spaces that we call third spaces, places where people go to that aren't their work or aren't their home, to kind of just chill out and to kind of have a coffee. Places like Costa, where we're in today. One of the things we like trying to do is help churches identify those spaces in their community and to try and find ways in which they can use them and connect with them as opportunities to make relationships, to nurture relationships, to develop friendships in very intentional ways that gets the church from out of its own comfort zone, that gets the church out of its own building into spaces and into relationships that are outside. And that's what we call evangelism, to kind of share the good news of Jesus that is outside. We no longer live in a kind of monolithic world. We've got to find ways in which we can connect with people in other cultures, and all of this requires creative evangelism. Momentum, we're dedicated to that task. We're trying to find ways in which we can help churches and organizations learn how to develop the skills and the tools and the relationships and understandings that they need to engage with people where they are in sharing the gospel of Christ today. Working with local congregations to develop their health is a really important thing. We're able to help churches discover their strengths and to try and develop those strengths in ways that maximize their potential. Momentum's got a range of tools to try and help local congregations to do that and find ways in which they might be vibrant and growing and healthy and address those issues in a very intentional way. The exciting thing about church planting is that we know it's an effective strategy in reaching new people who don't go to existing churches, but there's something about forming of new communities in new ways and new places that enable us to reach out to people that are unconnected with existing churches, and that's really important today. Education is formal. Sometimes we do education formally at NTC through courses on kind of context of mission, evangelism, theology of mission, starting healthy churches, growing healthy churches. But we also take education out on the road in our Create Centres, which are intentional one-days where we bring various topics and subjects in mission to leaders and members of congregations in a way that helps them think and develop the skills and frameworks for effective mission in their own communities and in their own contexts.
We're not doing Simple Church as a protest. We're actually doing it part of an ongoing journey with God where He's teaching us and we're trying to be responsive to Him.
We're trying to find ways in which we can help churches and organizations learn how to develop the skills and the tools and the relationships and understandings that they need to engage with people where they are.
Our First Steps in Planting is an initiative for the Salvation Army to try and train and equip younger leaders in regard to new missional opportunities. Salvation Army and Momentum, two missional movements. And over the last couple of years we've worked closer together and learned from each other.
In the coming year we hope to develop our tools, develop our skills, develop our learning, develop our practices to support the work of churches and organizations in mission across the country. We can do nothing without the backing of prayer. The second thing that people can do is they can support us in giving. We know these are tight times financially for everyone, and at Momentum it's the same. And therefore to grow our mission and to develop, even to sustain what we've got, then we do need some committed givers and committed giving to enable us and to continue the mission of Momentum. We hope that this video has helped you gain a little more insight into what Momentum UK is about. We'd like to thank you and all of our partners for their support and their encouragement in the ministry of Momentum, and for the various trainers, facilitators and volunteers who support us in our work across the country. You can contact us at Momentum by calling in at the office, popping in to see us in the premises here at Nazarene Theological College. You can follow us on Twitter, you can find us in Facebook, and of course you can also resource us through the website.